that your boyfriend is getting you and your family potentially in danger because of the videos that he makes on YouTube. There's people out in the dark web that watch his videos and are not happy about what he's doing.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are. It's story time. So I'm going to talk to you guys about a situation that happened just over 7 months ago. So this particular situation was kind of personal, and not really anyone knows about this. It's kind of something that just bothered me, my family, my girlfriend's family, to a point where we were just like, yo, let's not talk about this at all. But I think it's time to talk about it. I found a video in my iCloud of when Jen and I received one of those phone calls that night, and I recorded the phone call. Still, there's some personal information in there, so I'm obviously going to bleep that out and stuff like that. But it's pretty crazy. That's one of the phone calls. I'll explain the rest of the story. It's interesting. If you haven't seen my dark web timeline, my creepy dark web story, where I explain what happened to me from the beginning to the end, click right up here. That will direct you right there. That'll explain everything that's happened to me. It's like a 50-minute video. So, I mean, that explains everything from start to finish. Before this video starts, though, please make sure to smash that like button down below. Let's try to hit 1,500 likes. And one more thing quick before this video ends. I mentioned this in my last video, but there's way too many comments in there to really go through. This one I don't believe will receive too many comments because there will be no pinned comment for the time being. All the items you see back there, those are items that I've received from these dark web mystery boxes and mystery boxes from all over the world. There are some pretty cool stuff in there. A lot of people have been messaging me for the dolls and so on and so forth. If you are interested in something like that, let me know down in the comment section below what exactly you're interested in from any of the boxes that I've opened, and I will let you know if it's available and if I can send it out to you. So yeah, just let me know down below, and let's get back into the video. About 7 to 9 months back, I was receiving a shit ton of spam calls, and I mean like 24/7, just off different numbers. It was pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but it's come to a point where like I just put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I've learned to live like that. I really have everything on Do Not Disturb, so I'm not disturbed. Now, I'm not gonna use the person's name who did this for the simple fact that they're still out there. Although I have state police on my side, and they're making sure that they don't do it again, and they also let me know that if they do try to do this again, actions will be taken. So you never know about people, you know that. It's 2019, anything happens. So there came this one night, I went to Jennifer's house. It was January 2nd, 2019. So literally right after the New Year's. I went to Jen's house, my girlfriend, and we were just there watching a movie. So her home phone starts ringing, and it was like 8 p.m. And we were like, who the hell's calling this late? And when her parents answered, they immediately knocked on the door. They're like, can we talk to you guys about something? So we're like, yeah, sure. And they were saying that a person by the name is on the phone and wants to talk to us. So immediately we looked at each other, we're like, who the hell is that? So Jen answers the phone and she's like, hello? And here's the thing. Jen is very like straight to the point. She's kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. She's so blunt, like she doesn't beat around the bush. She's just like, what do you want? Okay, bye. Like that type of person. So she takes the phone and she keeps asking, who is this? And the person keeps saying that their name is. They said that they have our information and that they will leak our information on the deepest part of the dark web to many, many people and sell our information. Doing so will put both of our lives in danger due to the fact that there's very dangerous people out there. He said that he's not going to do anything himself, but thousands and thousands of other people will. And Jen kind of just hung up. She was just like, this is bullshit, you know, whatever. 20 minutes passed, we get another phone call. And this time, once again, her parents came to the door. They're like, it's the same guy. So Jen takes the phone and he goes, listen, your boyfriend is putting your life in danger, your family's life in danger, and his own family's life in danger due to the fact that he keeps doing videos on the dark web. This is when things got interesting. So I was being quiet because I didn't want to get into it just yet. And the guy on the phone said, your boyfriend's there with you right now. I know he is. And we kind of like froze up and she was like, no, he's not. And he's like, yes, he is. I know he is. Now this is where she started to freak out. She just hung up immediately. She kept the phone with herself this time. Her parents went back to the living room. Now after this, nothing happened for about an hour and I was actually getting ready to leave. So as I was leaving her room, I was going out to her kitchen and to leave through the back door. As I was doing so, the home phone starts ringing again. Jen brings the phone to the kitchen, and this is when things start to take a turn. I'm going to pull the video up right here so both of us can watch it. Please understand that I watched this over a couple times. It's a very, very cringe. I'm not even joking. This is one of the most cringe things I've ever seen. The way that her and I are like reacting to this, we were terrified. We were petrified. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, like I said, Jen is being very blunt, straight to the point. So let's just watch this. It's better that I just explain. So here we are. It's about 3 minutes long. It was obviously longer than this. It just didn't occur to me, yo, let me record this phone call. But let me show you. Before this specific video starts, I just want to explain something. When we answered the phone this time, it wasn't that same guy. This guy called himself an angel, and he said that he's here to protect us because he saw what this person is trying to do on one of the forums, and he's trying to protect us by giving us necessary precautions and so on and so forth. So here we are. Let's just watch this.
Hello, who is this?
I'm calling regarding...
Hold on. Who is this, though?
Cringe, right?
Yeah, I cannot discuss.
Oh, why not?
Because I'm not going to release my personal information out there, but I just want you to know that your boyfriend, he's potentially putting your family in danger, as well as his own.
So, I can't know who this is.
You cannot know who this is.
And why not?
Because I do not need to put my information out there, because there's people out there that will do stuff to me if I tell them.
So wait, hold on. How did you get my information? How did you get this phone number?
I got your information because I know people that know people.
So, who's that?
There's people out there that already have your boyfriend's information, right?
Right, so how do you have my information?
And basically, I was on a dark web chat room, and I thought it should be sold by someone, and I didn't buy it, but he just released it.
Okay, so what this person is stating is he's actually trying to tell us to be careful. Actually, as a matter of fact, he's calling Jennifer. He doesn't know that I'm with Jennifer, but he's saying that he wants... he's just telling us to be careful because he saw my information on a forum on the dark web and it was being sold, and he didn't buy it, but then it was released to the publicly, obviously. But let's continue. She switched phones.
That your boyfriend is getting you and your family potentially in danger because of the videos that he makes on YouTube. There's people out in the dark web that watch his videos and are not happy about what he's doing.
Okay, well, let's disregard that for a second. I just want to know how you got my information.
I got your information.
From who?
On the dark web.
Okay.
So this is when I told her to mute it because I wanted to discuss something with her. I thought it was someone prank calling us. At this point, I really didn't know what to believe. I didn't know whether it was really from the dark web or whether it was just someone that I thought it was from my city messing with me. So, but let's continue.
From there?
He called me.
He's asking if I'm there.
I said the same exact thing.
I don't know what
If you think your boyfriend's there, I'd like to talk to him.
you want to do. No, he's not here right now.
Okay, well, if you could, and I'm not here to scare you, I'm not going to do anything.
Trust me, I'm not scared of anything. Trust
I'm
me.
just making sure. I don't want you to be in there thinking I'm threatening you. I'm not threatening you. I'm not here to hurt or harm you. I'm here just to simply warn you. I'm the messenger.
No, I don't need a messenger.
Okay, well, I thought it would be best for you to know because there's people out there that have your information and there's people out there that want to hurt him.
Everyone has everyone's information. It's all over. You can't avoid someone's information.
You're right, you can't.
So, I mean...
Someone's information and then find things on the dark web just to potentially see someone that potentially disappeared.
No, that is because I want to know.
just say thank
I
you
want to
and
know who it is.
They're
People that go on the dark web are people out
They're
there
clear
that
on
are
it.
going to do
Just say thank you.
illegal stuff.
So I was getting annoyed at this point because this was in a very dark spot in my life and I just wanted to be with my girlfriend and this person was interfering with our personal time. So this is when it starts getting crazy. So as this was going on, Jen and I are over here and we're sitting with each other and we're like arguing with each other. And I'm like, I don't think it's real. She's like, well, no shit, I don't think it's real either, but I'm scared. You know, I don't want them to keep calling. She doesn't want to disconnect her phone because she has family that'll call her, so on and so forth. And at this point we were like, what do we do? What do we do? And about 20 minutes pass and we receive a phone call. Now this is when things really did scare us. So once again we get a phone call, but neither was it from the first person nor the messenger or the second person. This one was from Domino's Pizza, saying that the delivery driver's on their way and they're about to drop off our pizza. None of us ordered pizza. Jennifer's father looked at us and was like, did you guys order pizza? And we were like, no. And her father was like, sir, we did not order pizza. And he said, are you sure? And then I took the phone and I asked, by any chance, what was the name under the pizza? And the Domino's guy said that the name was under the first person who called me. The same exact organization name. It's just one word. I instantly told him, I was like, yo, don't call your delivery driver, tell him not to come here. Now, he said the delivery driver's already on his way. I can't contact him until he comes back. So we're sitting there and we're freaking out. Number one thing that was going through our mind was there's someone who's going to be here in the next 20 to 30 minutes delivering pizza. Now, whether or not it's really pizza is beyond us. Who's going to actually come to the door? Is it going to be the pizza guy? Is it going to be someone else? What do we do? So obviously I couldn't leave. I had to stay there and make sure that Jennifer and her family was protected and that we were all good. So it was very anxious. We're all sitting on the couch, like just waiting and waiting. No phone calls in this period. Finally, someone pulls up on the curb on the side of the road. Now, we look through the blinds of the window and we see a guy come out with a box like this. So I stepped outside and I said, listen, I'm sorry, there's been like a mishap, but I did not order this pizza. And he said, yes, you did. You ordered it under the name. And I said, I get that, but I think it's like some kind of prank or something, but I really didn't order the pizza. And he said, well, it's already paid for. Do you still want it? Now, I'm not the type to usually turn down free pizza, but at this point in time, I just said, no, you could keep it, get rid of it, whatever you want to do with it, we don't want it. He left, and that was that. So we're sitting there and we're thinking, what do we do? What do we do? So we call Domino's, and we're over here trying to figure out information. And I said, that order under the name that was sent to our location, is there any way that you could backtrack that order? And she said, absolutely. So she went on the recent transactions to see where it was sent from, whether it was an online order, whether it was a phone order, you know, along those lines. And it came across that it was from an online order, but it did not have the location of where it was sent from. This specific thing kept going on and on and on for a very long time. Now, I was receiving phone calls from the same people. Basically, they would call me at like 2 or 3 in the morning and just breathe on the phone. And although it was very scary, obviously I took necessary precautions and it just like, it was never ending. And to this day, it's still never ending. I still get messages, emails, the whole 9 yards. It's just, so yeah. And to this day, that was one of the scariest things to ever happen. Now, although it doesn't seem like it's the craziest thing in the world, it was just very, very anxious. As you can only imagine, the things that were going through our head before that, you know, pizza came to the house. Now, there came a point where I opened the dark web box and I received a dark diary inside of that box. Now, all of my boxes that I open correlate in some type of way. They have some type of connection to each other, whether it's an item or a file or so on and so forth. But nonetheless, inside of this diary, it contains some very, very crazy things. A lot of satanic symbols. A lot of people were saying that it was writing that someone of schizophrenic behavior would have, and they were saying that it was just very, very intriguing and actually pretty terrifying inside of this diary. And if you didn't watch that video, please click right up here. It'll explain everything. It's pretty crazy. But inside of that, it occurred to me the other day while I was watching this video on my phone that it has a correlation to that story. Now, these events were about 3 to 4 months apart, and for it to correlate like that really did affect me in some way. Now, no one really knew that this even correlated literally until about a week or 2 ago. Now, that just shows that there's still stuff hidden in these videos that I just don't know about. Now, apparently there's forums on the dark web and basically just anywhere talking about the dark web boxes and how they actually don't exist. Now, this is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about for a pretty long time, and I've mentioned it numerous times, but people are so hard-headed. Their first instinct is to just be a dickhead and go to the comments and just slander me and be like, you're a loser, this doesn't exist, you're a, kill yourself. And I'm not gonna lie, I really do get comments like that, and it's weird. Like, I can't believe people like this exist. Like, I receive these comments all the time. It's pretty hilarious. And I've said it once and I've said it again. Whether or not you believe the dark web videos are completely up to you. Do I believe in myself? I'm not even too sure, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's all just one sick kind of joke or it's legitimately real. And the reason I say that is because I receive messages all the time. And even if you guys don't remember my first dark web experience where I even explained how I received these boxes, a vendor reached out to me by the name of Olympus, and they said that they're a dark web organization. They would like to send me boxes. And from there on, that's how this occurred. Now, I always received vendors in emails, and emails is obviously the best way to get in. And then they would say to me that they're a legitimate organization, insert name here, and they would like to send me these boxes for me to open. Now, these were very easy to me because they were free of charge, and this is what people wanted to see at the time. And then there came a point where no matter what happened, I kept receiving these boxes whether I liked them or not. And to this day, at my P.O. box, I literally receive mystery boxes all the time. Now, I get a lot of them are from fans, and they want to do their own twist of like a dark web box, but at the same time, they all look the same. They're all boxes. They're all... It's hard to determine what's fan mail, what can potentially harm me. You know what I mean? So there's that. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to continue doing them because they're actually enjoyable to do. At this point, it's like a trademark on my channel. A lot of people do enjoy them. As you can see, they enjoy them enough to give me that. So if you're going to sit there in the comments and slander me, be my guest. I actually enjoy them. I enjoy laughing at them. They're great. And maybe I'll even do like a reading funny comments kind of thing one day. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like these kind of videos, I could do these more often. I have plenty of stories that I can tell. But nonetheless, you guys are the shit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and peace. See you later, guys. Bye.